So, I've heard a lot of buzz around the internet about a Netflix show called Baby Reindeer. And first of all, I couldn't believe that Netflix has finally uploaded a good show because you know how it is. And second of all I've gathered from these viral videos was that number one, that it is based on a stalking case, and numero dos, everyone was literally mentioning this one thing again and again, which was, I have found the real Martha, or who is the real Martha?
Where is the real life Martha from Baby Reindeer, and what is she doing now?
And this happened to the point where I thought that maybe it is about a woman named Martha who is being stalked, but I was wrong. Before we go any further, guys, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And also, if you don't want any spoilers and a brief intro of the show, skip to this timestamp. Now, for those who don't know, Baby Reindeer is a 7 episodes long Netflix show based on the real experiences of the creator and writer Richard Gadd. Richard plays as 21-year-old Donnie who dreams of becoming a comedian and works part-time at a bar, where he meets this 40-something-year-old woman named Martha, and she becomes obsessed with him after he takes pity on her for sitting there and crying, and Donnie goes ahead and gives her a cup of tea on the house. At that moment, she fixates on him, unfortunately, visits the bar daily and emails him over 200 times a day and calls him her baby reindeer. Hence the name of the show. Long story short, she starts stalking him. She also sexually harasses him, stalks his family, and beats up and harasses his trans girlfriend. So as the episodes progress, we see that Donnie meets this successful old TV writer Darren, who promises to kickstart his career in the industry. And Donnie starts hanging out with him at his place, gets high once he gets there, and Darren grooms Donnie into brutal rape for several years. This takes a toll on Donnie's mental health, and he gets filled with shame. He questions his sexuality, even blames himself for going back to Darren every time, knowing what's going to happen to him. So overall, we can see how brutal the story of the show is, how Donnie gets taken advantage of, and also how he struggles alone in this vicious cycle of self-destruction. Now, first of all, I want to say kudos to Richard, because this guy literally relived every single trauma he has been through just to tell us his story. Richard literally poured his heart out in the form of this Netflix show, which I believe delivers so many important messages that literally no show I've ever seen has discussed in this way before. It shows how trauma can be addicting, and once you get stuck in that vicious cycle where you become so familiar with the pain that it is hard to live without it. It also talks about men's mental health and how they react and handle the sexual violence and harassment done against them. Now, circling back to my point, the way internet has failed this show, oh my god. So people have been arguing how Richard is not a victim and he fully deserved what Martha did to him because of the way he literally dealt with her. First of all, he clearly says that he is not the victim. You literally can't blame him for how he kept trying to make peace with Martha. This guy didn't attend a masterclass on how to avoid stalkers. Yeah, like yes, he found out about her criminal history, but then it was too late. But he had no control over how she acted. It's quite sad to see how people blame him for getting stalked and harassed so bad. Also, many of you forget that Martha groped him too. Why nobody is talking about that? And y'all are sympathizing with her like she is a transphobe. She groped him, she harassed him. What's wrong with people? And if that wasn't enough, half of the audience has literally turned into stalkers. I mean, the irony of it. And then there are literal dedicated pages on TikTok and Twitter which only have one mission, and that is to find who the real Martha is.
Internet's reaction to Baby Reindeer has made my blood boil. How you could see Richard Gadd's story of being traumatized, and then your response is, I have to find out who the real Martha is. Do you just not care about his safety? Is that part of it? Does your own entertainment take precedent? Because the internet's found Martha, and she's making incoherent posts already about Richard Gadd and about Baby Reindeer.
These pages have also accused a redhead director of being the real Darren.
But my question is, why has no one tried to find out who the real Darian is?
And it got so much worse that literally Richard Gadd had to ask people to stop investigating, or should I say stalking these people. Now, even if the woman they have found in fact is the real Martha, I don't know, what do you guys want from her? Y'all want her to be your Gypsy Rose 2.0, or maybe resume her torture of Richard by accusing him of defamation or something? See, this is why we can't have nice things. I mean, just think about it this way. For all the struggles he has been through to make his big break, finally he has done it, but you guys are gonna ruin it. At this rate, I'm sure that Netflix is gonna take down this show, and that would be so unfortunate. Anyways guys, that's it for today. Comment and tell me if you have watched this show, what do you think about it, and I hope that you are not gonna go out on this quest to find the real Martha and Darren. Guys, stalking is weird and creepy no matter how many bows and glitters you put on it, okay? Stop glamorizing it, stop glorifying it. Stay safe, stay sane, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.